a long time ago, about 10 years ago, a game come out which was Battlefront 2, and it was absolutely awesome. Now, I can only celebrate May the 4th be with you. May the 4th can only be celebrated with a little bit of Battlefront. And since we don't know much about Battlefront 3, Battlefront 2, we'll bring some footage back and we'll talk a little bit about what we want to see. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are disappointed. There's not going to be no space battles. There's not going to be a lot of things that have been sort of announced so far, but we yet don't know the full details of it. I know there's going to be a beta which is classified, and that cannot be shared when the beta is going to be. We know there's going to be a lot of footage and a lot more stuff shown at E3, and also there's going to be a demo there. Now, my thoughts on this, I mean, I just wanted to see the maps sort of brought back to life, if you will. I mean, we did see a little bit of a trailer on Hoth, and we did see the other trailer is definitely on Endor, which they sort of showed the little in-game footage. Now, you have to remember that there is tons of maps that they were available to play. I mean, there was Tatooine, there was Kamino, there's Kashyyyk, there's Hoth, there's Geonosis, there's Felucia, Endor. You had the Death Star, you had Coruscant, you had, holy shit, there was so many maps for you to play. And then you had the space battles on Kashyyyk, you had Felucia, you had Tatooine, you also had Hoth, you had like so many of them that you could play the space battles and everything. And it just, I mean, look at Darth, man. Get over here. Just force choke everybody. It's just cool, dude. Just to see all this come back to life. And it's been, for me personally, I don't think I played this since probably 2009, maybe 2010. It'd probably be 2009 last time I played this. And I just had to go through, dug the CD out, the CD-ROM, man. He actually said CD-ROM on it these days. And dug it out and put it in and added it to Steam, and you can still play. I mean, it's kind of, hey, look at that, man. You're looking like one of them French girls, man. You need to be painted. I just had to dig it out and stick it on Steam and just replay it again and familiarize myself with the characters again. And the 501, dude, they were just fucking awesome, the 501 in the campaign, and play the campaign a little bit. And it was just pretty cool. I mean, if you haven't played the Star Wars Battlefront 2, then you probably played Battlefield 2, you know, back in those days, these two were the main games that everybody was playing, and the graphics, I know, they kind of look really shit, and you get better graphics on your phone these days, but that doesn't change the fact that this game was absolutely awesome. Look at little Ewok there. Die, bastard. Little killing Ewoks and force choking people, and Obi-Wan was the bunny hopping god in this game, and I think Obi-Wan was the only one that you could really bunny hop like, man. I think maybe Luke Skywalker, I think, was bunny hopping god too, but I think Obi-Wan was, as far as I remember, somebody will have to sort of tell me there, but it was just cool. The modes and the stuff that was available to play in Battlefront 2 was just cool. And now with Battlefront 3 coming out just around the corner, as I mentioned a little earlier on, we know that the ATs are going to be set on rails. We know we're going to have bots. We know we're going to have so many things. But we don't actually know full details about the game. And until we see some real gameplay, not that in-game footage stuff, and we just get to see the speed bikes, and we get to see all the stuff that's going to be available for us. I mean, look at that. Look at that speed bike. Darth on a speed bike. Come on. It don't get cooler than that. Even though the speed bike was kind of shit, if you have a high enough speed, you can still roadkill people, and I'd love to see that happening in Battlefront 3. And no doubt it will be happening in Battlefront 3. But to me, it's just a cool game that I'm really happy to see it return in 2015. You know, it's going to be, well, 2015 at the end is nearly going to be 2016 by the time the game comes out. But still, it's good to see an old series return. You know, we love the game. It's been good 10 years since we've been waiting for it, and it's about time we get to see this game, how it looks on the latest graphics, the latest platforms, the latest graphics cards, the latest consoles. Everything's going to be really good. Look at that Wookiee, man. Everything's going to look really good. I mean, how it's going to work, and there's going to be a lot of disappointment. Probably, yes. I know you're not going to get anything that you had in the game, and the reason why that's probably it, because you're going to have paid DLC, you know, DLC and microtransactions and all that sort of stuff. It's a big thing these days, of making half a game and selling it and then selling the other half. It's a big thing. That's how you make money, and that's how companies operate these days. So there's no doubt in my mind that in time with some DLC, space battles, galactic conquest and some of our favourite modes will make a return in Battlefront 3. Now, what about the game? Is it still working? Is it still going strong? Is the multiplayer still working? Well, everything you've seen so far has been multiplayer. There is a little program that you'll have to download because GameSpy is shut down. It's called Game Ranger, which is going to be linked in the description. All you do is you download it, you install it, you go to My Games, and that's it. Battlefront 2 will come up. And basically what that does is it's emulating a LAN. You can either host the game or you can join somebody else's. There is plenty of stuff in there for you to join. I wouldn't say there's thousands of servers or anything like that, but you'll still have people hosting the servers and you can host your own and have your friends join. And I did manage to get into an 8-man server yesterday. Now I know 8-man is not a lot, but it's kind of a lot after 10 years trying to get in there. But it's still pretty cool having some people roaming around and just killing stuff and fighting Darth Vader off. I forgot to change the resolution of my game, and that's the reason I'm not bringing back that footage, because he's just sort of half the screen and he needed to be stretched and he would look sort of ugly really. So even on its own, it's still good to play. Even if you're playing versus the bots, it's still good to play. It's still a challenge and it's still fun for you to play, and just remember how it was before we get into Battlefront 3. After playing the campaign for quite a little bit and then just sort of getting used to the game, I went back and we went back to save the Wookiees, and Yoda was there, and literally there was a Wookiee in a bush and he just come out. I just stopped. You know, it's been so many years. I just stopped and I just laughed out loud that Wookiee just was camping in that bush with his little shotgun slash sniper rifle, whatever he's using. It's just cool, dude. I'm just really happy that the game's coming back, and it's going to be pretty awesome when it comes back. I know, again, for the final time, I know it's going to be missing a lot of features, but hey, it's going to be back, it's going to be good, and we're going to be enjoying it, we're going to be having some fun in it. So, I'd like to see some comments here. What would you like to see in Battlefront 3? What's the one thing that you're going to be missing from Battlefront 2? Do you really think that's going to be as good as Battlefront 2? Do you think it's going to have the potential? Well, we know it's going to have the potential because it's got the engine, you have the graphics, you have the technology. All that's available these days for you to make a lot of things. Now, I know since this game come out, Disney has bought a lot of the things, and things are going to be a little bit more sort of Disney friendly, as it were, but still, a company like DICE, we know they can deliver a great game, we know they can make an awesome game for us, and we're just sort of waiting on them to show us a little bit more, which is going to be E3, and that's going to be in June. Now, on the off chance that you haven't played Battlefront 2, it's one of those games that you kind of skipped and never got it. It has gone really cheap. There's a link in the description to my G2A page. It was $3.99 or something like that back there. If you want to get it on Steam, then go ahead and find it on Steam, put it on your wish list, and as soon as it's up on a sale, you'll be picking it up really cheap. I think it was $1 or $2.99 last time I saw it on a sale on the Steam main page. So you're not going to be paying an arm and a leg to get this game, and at least that way, if you haven't played it, it gives you the chance to try a few things out and see if you're going to miss them in Battlefront 3, because there's going to be a lot of features you're going to be missing. They're not going to be brought back. That gives you a chance for you to find out if you're going to miss those things or not. That's it for me for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Drop a comment, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Out.